About a 5.5-hour day going home without lunch. Your reaction as a parent?
Yeah, it's very sad. It shouldn't be happening in this, the state or this country anyway, in America. It's just crazy. I can't understand it myself. So, especially because the building is open till 3 o'clock. There's some talented teachers there. They're awesome. That's what I don't understand with saving money, closing the bill. Kids getting out of school at 1:40, but the building is still open. I never understood that. So,
Sam, I got to ask you, is there a better solution to this? It seems there has to be. I don't know. If you get rid of art, you get rid of lunch, and now you condense these academic days, and kids are forced to go, pedal to the metal for 5.5 hours during a school day without lunch, and then they're sent home. I have a feeling, number one, attention span is going to be a problem. Number two, you get out at 1 o'clock. That's a whole lot of idle time these kids are going to have on their hands.
Yeah, I would say not only is there a better decision, I can't think of a worse decision, but in a way, it's a window into a deeper issue, which is about the extent of how much we value or don't value public education. And really, two things. One is the way that we fund schools in this country is not only inequitable, it wasn't that long ago that 4 Supreme Court justices thought it was unconstitutional. The idea that a community's wealth determines the quality of the resources kids get, and that your zip code therefore determines your kid's chance at the American dream, runs contrary to everything that we hold dear as a country. And I think that's the other issue here, which is we have a dual history in the United States of a twin commitment to liberty and equality. The problem is that too often our love of liberty comes at the expense of our commitment to equality. I can't think of a better example than this story.
Betty's in Indiana tonight. Betty, your reaction to this. What do you think about schools cutting hours, cutting lunch, cutting the arts?
I think you ought to cut their salaries, the school board, and everybody that agreed with this to do it, and cut all their salaries in half.
Betty, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. I want to read a couple of comments we got on Twitter today. Ramona, that's what they get for not approving rate hikes for schools for 20 years. Dan, cutting the arts is tragic. Art is what defines our culture. To cut it would only diminish our gift for expression. Carla, disgraceful, Vinny. More time free to get into trouble. What happened to education is the most important thing. Programs after school. Best comment from a really old housewife. Why don't we just cut all school funding and use the money to build more prisons? School funding should never be cut. Patrick, you've got a second grader. He's going to be done a lot earlier. He or she, I don't know if you have a boy or girl. He's going to be done. Yeah. What happens to, it's a lot of extra time for your second grader.
Yeah, it is a lot of extra time, and that's why we try at night to focus on the homework too, but also extracurricular activities as well. Getting her involved in basketball and stuff like that when she's at the appropriate age. So.
How about the other parents, Patrick? The other thing is, if you've got these days that are shortened, it's more daycare that parents have to figure out, where's my child going to go? How big of an issue is that for everyone?
Yeah, we had to do a little rearranging and stuff with that, and we got it together. I got a great family that helps out and stuff, but yeah, it was we had to do a lot of rearranging.
Yeah.